Hi geeks, welcome to my channel. Today we're shopping at Trader Joe's. I know it has been a while since I posted, but I'm back and we are now in May and there were so many new arrivals that came in during April, so let's go check them out and see what there is to buy this week. For those that love neutral colors, there are dried Euro bouquets right now for $14.99, and you could get the assorted dried accents for more zhuzh for $3.99. There's also wooden reed flowers for $4.99. Also, pussy willows are here for $4.99. The beautiful orange star plant is back for spring, and I even got one this year for $6.99, but it's not looking as vibrant, but I'm determined to keep her alive. There were Easter lilies for $7.99, and now they probably change it to spring lilies, along with the dish garden gift bags for $16.99. Starting off with something new, raspberry oranges. These look a little on the smaller side than regular oranges and look similar to blood oranges on the outside. I heard these are sour and not that sweet, and it's a 2-pound bag for $2.99. I can't believe figs have already returned. They used to appear in August and September, but now they're back so early. 1 pound for $4.99. I'm really excited about the new organic baby red lettuce and baby arugula. It's hard for me to finish a whole bag of just straight arugula sometimes before it goes bad, so I love that this is now here for $2.49. This is new, sweet, spicy, and tart chili lime flavored seasoned dried strawberries. They take about 2 pounds of fresh strawberries to create the 2 ounces of dried strawberries. Once the moisture is removed, the bite-sized chewy pieces are seasoned with a mixture of cane sugar, chili flakes, and concentrated lime juice, and a healthy amount of salt for balance. I'm glad I got to sample it because if you were thinking like I was, I thought these were freeze-dried strawberries for some reason, but they're actually just dried strawberries, so they are soft and chewy. These had a mild to moderate chili lime flavor, but it wasn't really sour or all that spicy to me. Pouch for $3.99. Moving to the bakery section, I'm so excited that the carrot mini sheet cake has returned. I'm really excited to try it this year because I didn't get a chance last July when this first debuted. This is made with shredded carrots and warm spices that are baked together in a sweet and nutty walnut meal base, and it's topped off with cream cheese icing ribbons, which gives it a little tang with the creamy sweetness. And here's a closer look at it. The cake part is super soft and moist and reminds me of a very moist bread, similar to the banana bread loaf or lemon loaf from Starbucks in terms of texture, but not the flavor, obviously. I really enjoyed this cake, and it's definitely one of the better flavors offered. It seems very basic, but in a good way. It tasted very lovely. It was just simple and smooth. It wasn't super heavy on the spices. I love that it had a true cream cheese frosting, where sometimes they say that, but it doesn't really fully taste like cream cheese frosting. This would be great to cut up in squares and have with afternoon tea. Also, if you want a little texture with your bite, you can always add some crushed up walnuts or pecans on tops, raisins, or even dried coconut shreds. For my carrot cake lovers, this is worth a try for $5.99. Chocolate mousse eggs are also back. This was perfect to set out for Easter or now for a spring party. These are delicious for $3.99. Cinnamon Twist Danish is also back for the spring for $9.99. All the vanilla extracts are available right now, like the alcohol-free double-fold bourbon vanilla for $7.99, the bourbon vanilla extract for $7.99, and the bourbon vanilla bean paste for $4.99. The Meyer lemon cake mix with icing is also back. I reviewed this last year on YouTube if you want to hear the full review. This is what it looked like before I added the icing, and I wanted to try making a couple muffins with it and added some fresh raspberries inside. And here's how it turned out after I added the icing. I took it to a party and overall everyone seemed to enjoy it, but if I had to choose, I think I'd opt for the pre-made lemon sheet cake in the bakery section instead. This is a great deal though for $3.49. It's ube season again at Trader Joe's, and it's being kicked off with the ube mochi pancake and waffle mix. This is so delicious. It's soft and chewy, and taste-wise, it's slightly creamy and nutty and also mildly sweet. So you could just eat it as is once you make it or drizzle some maple syrup or whipped cream on top. This is gluten-free and a Trader Joe's cult classic for a very good reason. Highly recommend giving it a try at least once for $3.99. Brown sugar boba mochi is also back. These are individually wrapped, which is always nice for portion control. Even though I love mochi, these weren't my favorite, but to be fair, I only tried the ones from Costco, which tasted too perfumey for me. But if you're big on texture and love something chewy and soft, these might be worth a try for $2.99. There's new celebration cake pretzels. This is made with a base of crispy, crunchy, lightly salted mini pretzels. Each one is covered with a sweet and rich vanilla frosting flavored candy coating, then studded with rainbow nonpareils for even more sweetness and crunch. I've heard good reviews on this, and this comes in a resealable bag for $2.99. Matzah was also back for a limited time for Passover, which I realize has already passed, but still want to show you what they had this year. They carried a different brand, Aviv Passover Matzah. I'm not Jewish, but I grew up eating a lot of Jewish food, and I love matzah with a little butter or cream cheese with a little jam for $2.99. There's a new Tom Yum seasoned snack mix. This is made by a skilled supplier in Thailand. This mix starts with a base of roasted cashews, crispy fried fava beans, and green peas, and crunchy clusters of sticky rice, which they generously season with a Tom Yum tinged spice blend that includes galangal, lemongrass, Thai lime leaves, and chili peppers. Just like the Thai Tom Yum soup that inspired it, every bite creates a complex combination of savory, tart, and tangy notes that are spicy, sour, salty, and sweet with crispy textures, allegedly, so let's see if that's true. There have been so many good reviews that I was curious to try it. It's been going around that this tastes like Fruity Pebbles, which is a little bit of a stretch in my opinion, but I think that's because of the prominent flavor of the Thai lime leaves. It had little pieces of dried chili in it, which were really spicy, but having that bite of chili mixed in with the sweet and tanginess of the other pieces is what made it taste more authentically Thai to me. It had a very powdery finish, and the cashews were soft, and the fava beans also weren't all that crispy in my bag. The sticky rice was crispy though, but they were really tiny, so I wish they were a bit bigger. Overall, this was a fun one-time novelty buy, and I can see this being a good bar snack to accompany a cold beer, but I don't think I'd repurchase this. It comes in a resealable bag for $3.49. You guys have probably already heard about the new garlic butter Irish potato chips. This comes from the same supplier that made the blue cheese chips and also comes in a crinkle cut, and it's made with authentically Irish potatoes, but this one is flavored with Irish butter and garlic so that every bite is crisp and savory. It's salty, buttery, and garlicky that would be great with sandwiches, or pair this with a creamy dip like the caramelized onion butter or a Greek yogurt dip. So let's give it a try. This has the perfect texture. I love the thin ridges, and it has the crunch of a kettle chip. Initially, this tasted like a sour cream and onion chip, and then I got notes of garlic and then a hint of butter at the very end. These are outrageously and curiously addictive, so I had to look at the ingredients, and I can see why they taste the way they do now. It includes yeast extract, which is basically MSG, and it also has trisodium phosphate in it, which is supposed to be in paint thinners, and why I stopped getting Cheerios if you want to Google more about that. And it also has maltodextrin in it. I hate to recommend it because the ingredients aren't the best, but they were so delicious for $2.99. There's a new fine-grained pink salt brought in directly from a supplier in Pakistan who sources their salt near the Himalaya mountains. The pink color comes from trace minerals from elements like iron, potassium, and zinc, though the majority of the pink hue is largely a result of iron oxide reacting to being exposed to oxygen. Pink salt has a more complex flavor profile compared to white table salt and adds a little visual appeal, and it's only $1.69 for 17.6 ounces. There's also a new spicy pink salt with crushed red chili pepper. The pink salt is also supplied from Pakistan and then mixed with chili flakes. You could use this on anything you want to punch a little savory heat to, add it to roasted veggies, into soups, sauces, stir fries, or use it as a rub for meats prior to cooking, or sprinkle it over freshly cooked pasta, or rim your cocktail glasses for a little spicy kick. You can do a lot with this 7 ounces of salt for $1.99. Moving on to the refrigerated section, there's new pineapple teriyaki chicken meatballs. This is made by the same supplier as the other refrigerated chicken meatballs. This is made with all natural ground chicken, certified gluten-free, and arrive fully cooked so that all you have to do is heat them up in the oven, microwave, or air fryer, then serve. Pair it with rice and veggies, squiggly noodles, or make it into a meatball sub, or dice it up and even add it as a pizza topping for $4.29. There's also a new Spanish-inspired charcuteria. This contains a selection of 3 pork variations and 3 flavors, smoky, salty, and spicy. You get a serrano ham, which is a salt-cured prosciutto-like ham, uncured salchichon, a rich, savory, seasoned salami-like summer sausage, and uncured chorizo, which is a peppery, garlicky, and smoky pork sausage. All 3 can be enjoyed as part of a tapas spread or hors d'oeuvres platter and would pair well with a bold, fruit-forward red wine like a Syrah. They are all thinly sliced and ready to serve for $5.99. Another fan favorite, sweet corn burrata ravioli, is back. This includes a creamy ricotta and burrata cheese with little bits of corn kernels. This is a sweet ravioli, so I like to pair it with a savory sauce like pesto. Homestyle chicken salad is a staple item in the refrigerated section. It has nice chunks of chicken and carrots. I was pleasantly surprised at how good it was and recommend giving it a try for $5.49. There's also a new goat's milk cheese with fine herbs, which I feel like they had before, but it was labeled as a new item. Anyway, this includes parsley, basil, dill, tarragon, chives, and microbial enzymes, and this will be great crumbled over a salad for $3.29. The vanilla Cardona goat's milk cheese is back. This comes to us from a Wisconsin-based A-list cheesemaker cheesemaker who has won more top national and international awards than any other cheesemaker in North America. Each wheel is handcrafted with fresh Wisconsin goat milk sourced from local farms, and then vanilla bean is mixed in. Then they take the vanilla notes to the next level by hand rubbing the rind with a sweet vanilla-infused sugar. Over a few weeks of aging, the cheese develops notes of toasted caramel, coconut, and nutmeg, and the vanilla bean specks dot the edible rind, resulting in a fancy cheese. It has a subtle sweetness that's delicate, and it's recommended to cut into cubes and pair it with a dollop of fresh strawberry preserves. And if you want to further elevate its toasty vanilla notes, have it with a scoop of vanilla ice cream, and this is $5.49. Baked lemon ricotta is also back for the spring. I personally like taking small bites of this on its own because to me it tastes like a mild lemon cheesecake, but you can always pair this with graham crackers or butter waffle cookies or melt them into pancakes for $13.99 per pound. Moving to the freezer section, there's a new okonomiyaki Japanese vegetable pancake. Directly translated, okonomiyaki is derived from two words, yaki meaning grilled, and okonomi meaning as you like it, which means you can customize it any way you want. These savory pancakes can be made with a wide variety of ingredients and are considered Japanese-inspired street food. The Trader Joe's version includes a combination of cabbage, yam, and green onion held together in an eggy batter. It takes on a crisp texture on the outside and a light and creamy texture on the inside. They also include a packet of sweet and savory okonomi sauce and delicate tuna flakes that are thin and paper-like, so feel free to add this or not. This comes with one pancake for $4.99. Everyone has been raving about the new passion fruit meringue tartlets. This is made by an expert baker in France. This starts with a crisp, crumbly tart shell that's filled with a full flavored passion fruit curd, and then prior to baking, it's topped with a piped dollop of meringue. All the reviews have been good so far and say that every bite is tangy and sweet from the passion fruit and also buttery from the crust. All you have to do is remove the tarts from the outer packaging, allow them to thaw for at least 2 hours in the fridge. So let's try it out. You get 2 pieces that come in this plastic container so that it holds its shape, and it tasted exactly like I expected it would. It had the signature tart passion fruit flavor, but it's also sweet, so you get the best of both worlds. And then the meringue on top was a fun addition to make it look pretty and added a little more sweetness to it. There is a gelatinous layer of passion fruit, and then on top of that, there's another layer of passion fruit curd, and then it's topped with a little meringue, which all sits on the crust. I let it thaw in my fridge for several hours, which is why the shell was soft, so I recommend not letting it thaw too long, like I did if you want that little crisp of a bite. Honestly, you could probably just eat it straight from the freezer after letting it sit out for 10 minutes or so, which is what I plan to do for the second tartlet. I didn't get a super buttery flavor from the crust, which is what I was hoping for. Overall, I think this is a great, bright, and fruity dessert option for the spring. For people who enjoy lemon bars, I think you'll really enjoy this one for $4.99. But if you want more of a creamy tart, the Portuguese custard tarts have returned. This has a flaky, buttery, crispy crust and a custard filling made from egg yolks. Surprisingly, it doesn't taste super eggy and tastes like a creamy custard that's not overly sweet. It's great as a dessert or breakfast pastry and one of my Trader Joe's must-have for $2.99. Still in the freezer section, there's new Japanese mini taiyaki. Taiyaki is typically made with a rice and flour-based dough that produces a mochi-like texture when baked, and it's usually available in a variety of flavors with sweet or savory fillings, including sweet red bean, savory seasoned sausage, or in this case, a creamy custard, which is my favorite. Every bite starts with a crispy waffle exterior with a custard cream inside. These were decidedly made mini in size, making them ideal for a quick dessert or sweet snack. They cook quickly in the oven, air fryer, or microwave, but I recommend the oven or air fryer to achieve that crispy bite. This pairs well with a hot cup of your favorite tea or coffee, or you can use this as a topper for an ice cream sundae. So let's see what a taiyaki looks like. This isn't the one from Trader Joe's, but I got this from Costco, which is literally the same thing. The Costco box had 3 different flavors: creamy custard, a chocolate cream, and a red bean. These are so good. It has a nice crispy texture, like I said, and it's slightly chewy. And then that creamy custard adds another level of deliciousness to it. I already stocked up on them from Costco, but you can go to Trader Joe's and get 8 pieces for $4.99. One of my favorite frozen desserts, the tres leches cake, is back. This is a light, airy sponge cake that's been soaked with a mix of 3 kinds of milk: heavy cream, evaporated milk, and sweetened condensed milk. And Trader Joe's version tops it off with whipped cream. Here's a closer look at it. This one doesn't look that pretty because it looks like it got a little messed up during transit. A lot of people poo-poo on it because it doesn't taste authentic, and also there have been complaints there's a thin, eggy layer at the bottom of the cake that sticks to the board. Honestly, I don't mind because that part just tastes like a thin crepe to me. Personally, I think it's fantastic. It's so creamy and soft, and you can add fresh berries to it or sprinkle cinnamon on top. All you have to do is thaw and serve for $7.99. Another fan favorite, banana pudding ice cream is back. This contains banana puree to provide a banana baseline and also includes bite-sized bits of vanilla-flavored wafer cookies, as well as a rich salted caramel swirl, which makes it even more sweet and I found a little unnecessary. You can enjoy it as is, or you can treat it like a deconstructed or reconstructed banana split and top it with whipped cream and your favorite chopped nuts. It tasted really sweet and slightly artificial, but I did enjoy it as a fun one-time novelty buy, and I'd repurchase it once a year, but it's not on the top of my list to get for $3.79. Tiny hazelnut meringues have returned. These were here during the holidays and I'm so glad they're back so I can finally try them. These tasted just like sweet crunchy hazelnuts that are a little stale in texture, and also because of the sugar it does stick to your teeth. They're tiny, like the size of a big chocolate chip. This is good in a snack mix or cheese board, or have as a yogurt or ice cream topping for some crunch. Not sure how long these will be around, but you can try them now for $2.69. Organic sugar cones are back, and one of my favorite items. It's so basic, I know, but it's hard to find an organic sugar cone that's also only 45 calories with semi-healthy ingredients. It has a decent shelf life, I'd say around 9 months or so, which is why I stock up on them every year for $2.99. Love that Trader Joe's carries the 100-calorie chocolate bars, which come in both milk chocolate and dark chocolate, but it looks like the dark chocolate bars now come in new packaging. I happen to still have some at home, so here's what the dark chocolate bars look like. It's decent and not the best dark chocolate I've tasted, but it's great for calorie or portion control, and it's great to break apart and add to either a trail mix or if you want to use it for s'mores or add it to baking, and these are $2.29. The Belgian Truffle Balatin boxes are back for spring. This is great for a quick gift for Teacher Appreciation Week or Mother's Day coming up, and it comes in both yellow and blue boxes. I got the yellow box, and let's take a look at what comes inside. When you open the box, there's a little legend. Do people even use that word legend anymore? I feel like it's outdated. So there's cappuccino milk chocolate cream, crunchy Caracol Dark, which is dark chocolate with a smooth hazelnut filling and crispy waffle bits. This one was my favorite. A white hazelnut flower, which is hazelnut praline with caramelized hazelnuts on top. Corazon Negra, which is a dark chocolate with an intense hazelnut filling. Cocoa Bean Lait, which is a milk chocolate filled with an intense dark chocolate ganache. Caramel Eclipse, which is milk chocolate with a silky caramel filling. And a block of pure, smooth Gianduja chocolate, I hope I said that right, and a Caracol Milk, which is a milk chocolate with a hazelnut filling and a whole crunchy hazelnut inside. This makes a nice little gift, and it's a pretty good deal for 8 pieces for $3.99. For anyone who likes their tea extra strong but wants to avoid caffeine, the organic roasted herbal tea is available. This is made with a blend of rich roasted carob, barley, and chicory, along with a bit of dried fig and date to add a dark fruity undertone that's toasty and full flavored. You get 10 bags for $3.99. A lot of people are excited about the new sparkling matcha lemonade. This drink combines the sweet citrusy flavor of a classic lemonade and the delicately earthy notes of a matcha green tea, and then adds a bubbly base of sparkling water, which provides a depth of flavor. I've heard really good feedback on this so far. I heard that it's not too sweet and it has a good tea flavor. This is available for the spring and summer seasons for $1.99 per can. There's a new jelly bean flavored lip duo. Like the gummy bear flavored lip duo that came out before, this comes with 1 tube of lip balm butter and 1 pot of overnight lip mask. They're both packed with the moisturizers like coconut oil, avocado oil, and shea butter, and they come packaged together in a cute, perfectly Easter basket sized gift box with a convenient ornament style loop on top for $6.99. There's a new peony scented bath fizzer. This comes in this cute flower shape suggesting a peony bloom. It's colored pink and flecked with mica powder to provide an alluring shimmer and sparkle. Just fill your bathtub with warm water, unwrap it first, and then drop it in. You'll see it fizz, and then smell the bright bouquet of peony and experience the soothing effects of moisturizing kaolin clay and cocoa butter on your skin. Treat yourself to a fragrant and fizzy bath for $4.99. Peony foaming hand soap is back, which I know a lot of people love. This has a nice floral scent, but it's a little too strong for me for $2.99. After you wash your hands with the peony soap, you can use the new Fresh Blooms Ultra Moisturizing Hand Cream, which is the latest seasonal spin-off of the original Everyday Ultra Moisturizing Hand Cream, and it's packed with skin-softening moisturizing ingredients like shea butter, coconut oil, and vitamin E. There's also blue daisy leaf extract, which is added because of its skin-soothing abilities and also just for a fun floral twist. This will hydrate your hands and leave them smelling fresh as daisies for $4.99. Another Mother's Day gift idea is the new Berry Glow body set, which includes 3 items. The Berry Glow Scented Body Mist, which is a 6 fluid ounce mist pump containing ingredients that include aloe for hydration, plus extracts of watermelon, strawberry, and blueberry that provide alpha hydroxy acids to gently exfoliate and brighten your skin. It also comes with a Berry Glow Scented Body Wash that comes in a 3 fluid ounce pump bottle containing the same fruit extracts as the mist, and it's especially formulated to gently cleanse your skin. And then the Berry Glow Scented Body Butter comes comes in a 3-ounce tub of rich creamy lotion that's similar to the other Trader Joe's body butters, but with the added bonus of a bright fruity vanilla scent. This would also make a great travel kit for $12.99. I'm also excited about this new night cream. This is made with a formula that includes shea butter, argan oil, and marula oil, along with sodium hyaluronate to draw moisture to the skin, probiotics, and fermented mushroom complex to restore the skin's natural pH, and also Irish sea moss extract to act as an antioxidant, and this is $9.99. I don't think this is new, but the Supreme Hydrating Eye Cream caught my eye, pun intended. If you guys have any thoughts or feedback on this one, we would love to hear it. It seems like a good deal for $5.99. The grapefruit candle is back for spring. This smells slightly bitter and sweet, just like a grapefruit, for $3.99. This is so cute. Trader Joe's came out with a dog-friendly version of Springle Jangle. This contains a collection of tasty dog treats in an assortment of shapes, shades, and flavors, including oat and peanut butter flavored dog bones, circles, and flowers, as well as yogurt and robed pretzels. This is a fun way to celebrate the spring season with your puppy for $4.49. Or you can give your dog the new Sunday brunch chicken and blueberry waffle recipe dog treats. This is made with a mix of chicken, which is the first ingredient, and rice flour that's flavored with blueberries, molasses, and apple cider vinegar. These treats are free of wheat, corn, and soy and contain no artificial flavors. This is giving the essence of chicken and waffles with blueberry syrup, giving your dogs the opportunity to join in on Sunday brunch. Each 4.5-ounce pouch is $3.49. And had to share this cute little gift card that I saw when I was checking out. Now let's get into new arrivals that just came in this week. There's new sour strawberry candy belts for $3.49. A premium beef bone and ribeye steak, $17.99 per pound. A fiesta salad with shrimp for $6.99. Margarita pizza for $4.79. Roasted green vegetables for $4.99. Buffalo Ranch popcorn for $2.99, citrus berry herbal tea for $2.99, and a garden party scented candle for $8.99. Also, if you missed out on the pastel mini canvas tote bags, they'll be available again in stores from May 5th through May 7th. And there's also a new large peach insulated bag coming to stores on May 6th. And also to arrive in the beginning of summer, there are new mini insulated tote bags in peach and blue. Okay, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and until the next video, ciao guys!